Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Sims 4 Random Pets LaBARKatory Challenge! Where, as you guys can see, we are finally delving into one of the mixing and matching of these curious creature genetics that you guys have been asking for a long time. We are lurking in the mountains, seeking out none other than these dragon genes! It is time to bring back in the dragons, my friends. You guys have been requesting dragons for so freaking long. I'm just blown away. Apparently a lot of you guys are really into dragons now, and I might have to start thinking about some very fun dragon games to play if any of you have some good suggestions for me. It does make me miss the dragons that we had in our Sims 3. Wow, that's a throwback. In our Sims 3 Magic Legacy. Oh my gosh, was that ever amazing. And yes, we had little pet dragons. That was so much fun. Oh, that's like baby Seri years though. If you ever go back to watch that series, you're gonna see baby Seri like eagerly putting together her little family. We ended up with a witch who ended up marrying a fairy, and they had like a little foundling fairy child, and then they also ended up having like a plant sim child and a clone of Mortimer Goth as a child. It got kind of chaotic, but there were little pet dragons in the background too. So with that said, welcome everyone, and today we are actually sneaking into the mountains of ancient China, where rumor has it that these glorious, absolutely beautiful green moss dragons are making their home in the very humid and beautiful jungles where the bamboo thickets are quite abundant, and where there's bamboo, there's going to be pandas! And I had to go ahead and finally do this mix that y'all suggested quite a bit ago of a panda and a dragon, because last night my beloved Chips, who is actually a professor, a historian, a philosopher, and a researcher of ancient China, he is quite amazing and I love him. He speaks like a bazillion languages now. It's just, it blows my mind. We were actually trying to figure out when the panda first started showing up in Chinese art, and fascinatingly enough, even though modern day pandas are considered to be a iconic Chinese animal and you can find art of them all over the world, like there's millions and millions of dollars that goes into the panda research and conservation and to try to conserve some of their bamboo forest in China. Like, pandas are a big deal, a very big deal. In order to rent a panda, you get to like rent a panda from China, from the Chinese government. And so if you do that in a zoo, you not only do you have to meet some of the strictest standards in the world, which I think are fantastic, not only do you have to go through their training programs, which again, that's fantastic, you gotta know how to take care of your panda, but it costs $1 million a year to rent a panda. So if you're gonna try to like rent one of their pandas for a year, you're banking on the fact that that panda is going to be popular enough to earn that back for your zoo or whatever facility that you're trying to bring them to in the US. And that just blows my mind every time I think about it. But that explains why there's not very many pandas that you can actually see in the United States. I have not yet seen a panda in person. I've been to the San Diego Zoo while they were actually in conversation and having contracts written up to get another panda rented. And I haven't been to Washington, D.C. yet. So I haven't been to the Smithsonian, where I think are the only other pandas in the nation at the moment, but don't quote me on that. But that's just a really cool little panda fact that I thought I'd toss out there for you guys. But my beloved husband and I were trying to figure out when pandas first started showing up in Chinese art, and fascinatingly enough, even though they have lived in China since they evolved, they don't really start showing up in the artwork for like China until the late 1800s. Why is that? There was abundant art about all of the other natural animals there, even the elephants that were there for quite some time. So we're going to investigate that curious line of thought later. But while my beloved Chips and I go to drink some tea and relax and bask in these curious questions, all of you guys are going to sneak into the mountains with me, and you are going to go ahead and see what the crossbreed results are going to be between Watcher, the moss dragon named after I'm Watching You, and Moon, named after Moonstorm, the panda. The two have met in a lovely little bamboo glade, and rumor has it that the eggs that, because, you know, magic, dragons, that they laid together are actually getting ready to hatch. So if you guys could go ahead and just let me know. There we go, Moon. If you could let me know what they hatch into, that would be delightful. And today is going to be interesting because the dice of destiny are going to actually roll to decide if their babies end up inheriting all of these amazing dragon features, from the dragon skull to the wings and claws, as well as the tail. So we might have some winged pandas here in just a second, friends. All right, let's go ahead and watch those little eggs start hatching. I'll pull up your names from the random comment generator. And by the way, there has been an update to the game today that has messed up the genetics of the animals just a little bit again. It keeps locking onto this patterning, even though it's not in the genes or the recessive genes of either of the animals. So if we do end up with this patterning or a couple others that aren't supposed to be linked to our animals, I'm going to continue randomizing. Don't be alarmed. I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. The first one's a dragon. I just want to make sure we're getting the genetic results we actually are supposed to, and there's no cuckoo eggs slipping into this dragon nest. But with all of that said, I would like you guys to go ahead and welcome Creepy! For Creepy Wolf Dragon, it shocks me not at all that you actually suggest a wolf and a dragon mix. That I think we've done before. You can see our playlist in the video description for all of our LaBARKatory adventures. There's over 100 of them now. And however, each adventure, like each baby is going to be different and its genetics are going to be a new opportunity. So I will definitely keep that on the list. But all right, Creepy, despite the fact you kind of look a little bit like a creeper, and despite the fact you do like have both dragon and panda genetics, we're not going to let you produce dairy, my friend. We're going to go ahead, and you are going to be a troublemaker who is friendly and stubborn. Welcome to the little bamboo nest. Okay, and we're going to sneak back into the background so that Watcher doesn't, know that we're actually watching them. Haha, being watched. And we're going to go ahead and have the next little baby. A little panda pattern! Perfect! And this is going to be Kiri. Kiri, welcome! You are also going to be a troublemaker who is playful and loyal, and Kiri, an alicorn and a poodle sound like a beautiful mix, because I'm still my poodle loving heart from getting to help foster that little poodle for about 2 or 3 weeks. One day, Chips and I will have a little fluff bucket of our own. All right, the next egg is getting ready to hatch. Haha! See, this is not supposed to be here, so we're going to go ahead and randomize again, because this is actually linked to, no wait, actually, yeah, this one's linked to the panda! Oh, never mind! I memorized what, like, the recessive genes were for these animals before we got going, because there is one that's not supposed to be showing up that keeps showing up. And this is actually going to be Natalie! Natalie, welcome! All right, Natalie, you are going to be a sleuth who is stubborn and active. And Natalie, you suggest a sun dragon. Oh my gosh, you guys are really on the dragon kick lately. And a sea griffin. That sounds really cool. I have written it down on my little list. Natalie, you seem to have dragon eyes and a different variation of the panda patterning. So we'll have to see what you end up growing into. The next egg is shaking, getting ready to hatch, and it's... All right, almost there. And we've got Lexi! Welcome, Lexi! Welcome to the little nest. Oh my gosh, this is so cool to see all of the little dragon pandas with their red eyes. Lexi, you can't produce dairy, my dear, but you can be an adventurous, aggressive, and jumpy little one who has the suggestion of a maned wolf with a llama. Ooh. Now that is a new one. I'm writing that down right now. And a deer with a tiger, which I think sounds really beautiful. Oh, these are just so inspiring. I love seeing your guys' curiosity come to life like this. Oh, it's just beautiful. All right. Next, genes are really like having to work at it this time. All right, with the panda, another little panda. This one's actually going to be Moonlight from Zuzu Zane Zane. Oh my gosh, what a perfect name for a baby born from a panda named Moon. I am blown away by like the serendipity of that. You are going to be a vocal, smart, loyal little one, Moonlight. And holy cow, I mean, think about that. The odds of the random generator picking someone whose name was Moon and then someone who suggested the name Moonlight, they're astronomical. That's amazing. All right, I'm very pleased with that. And then let's go ahead and pull up the very last itty bitty little fluff bucket. And this one is going to be Sloth! So this is actually going to be Sloth from Pancake Sloth. And Pancake Sloth, a sloth and a monkey. I can actually do monkeys, thanks to some of the cat things that we have, and lemurs. But I'll have to see if someone has made a cat-based sloth. And we'll have to see. That's a really great suggestion. All right, and then we've got little Sloth, who... You know what? Fine, you can produce wool if you want to. You're gonna be a smart glutton who produces wool, Sloth. And we'll have to see if you grow up to be a, you know, dragon panda or not. But alright, my friends, as we watch from the edges of the bamboo grove, Watcher and Moon are very proud about their children. They've watched over them for quite a bit. And now it's time to see what they're going to grow up into. I have the dice of destiny ready. And Creepy, you're up first. Creepy! You look a lot like a dragon! In fact, you look a lot like a dragon because you're actually going to have the dragon skull! Let me go ahead and snag that for you, my friend. Oh, boom, looking really good. So Creepy ended up with the dragon skull, did not end up with the wings, however, did end up with the tail, so we can leave the tail as is, and did not end up with the claws. So there we go, Creepy! You do kind of remind me of a creeper from Minecraft in like the most fascinating ways. Perhaps this is how it all got started. Wow, okay, this is really cool. Kiri, you're up next, little one. And you, my dear. Ooh, you're actually very slender, just like your parent, and you actually have the skull! We're actually going to have a dragon panda, you guys! Oh my gosh, that looks really cool. So, actually, Kiri did inherit the skull and the wings, so let me go ahead and get the wings. We actually have a dragon panda! Yes! And Creepy did not inherit the tail, actually, but did inherit the claws, so we're gonna have to take care of the tail. So hopefully your flying ability won't be too badly affected. Oh my gosh, but we have a dragon panda, Kiri! Good job! You are making new lore and myths just pop up all over the place. I love it! Wow, I actually really love the look of a panda patterning on a dragon. Who knew? Natalie, you're up next, my dear. And Natalie, you actually do have the skull. So you do have the dragon skull. Let me go ahead and snag that for you. Again, perfect match. You do not have the wings, and you do not have the tail or the paws. So Natalie, I think you're going to end up creating all sorts of new mythological answers for the creatures who lurk deep in the bamboo forest. And I wonder what you eat. What do you guys think Natalie eats? I'm thinking not bamboo with fangs like that. But maybe that's all the better to eat the bamboo with, my dear. We'll have to see. Natalie, very cool. I like the variation on the panda coloring. Lexi, you're up next, my dear. Are we gonna have any fluffy? Lexi! You're amazing! We do not have the dragon skull, so you're definitely a bamboo eater, Lexi. However, you do have the wings. Let me go ahead and toss those on you. Holy cadoodles. And you do not have the tail, but you do have the claws. So, behold, my friends! Another variant of what you could expect from a dragon panda. Kind of amazing. We'll ignore the slight bit of clipping on the face. They just have really intense, I actually love them. They have the intense, angy eyebrows. I love it! Okay, those ears are so cool too. I didn't know we could have those really pointy ears due to the dragon. That's amazing! Moonlight! Now that your sister has gone forth... Oh, we do have cute little ears on you too, Moonlight. And Moonlight, you do actually have the skull and you have the wings. Dang, I forgot how fun it is to work with dragons. So Moonlight has the skull. Moonlight also has the wings, according to the Dice of Destiny. And Moonlight has the tail, and Moonlight has the claws. So we're just like going straight down the whole list. Another dragon panda. Oh, I like how Moonlight's eyes are really, really big. Like, will you please feed me some bamboo treats? I would really love it. Or maybe like, I don't know, what else do you think that oh, look at that narrow snout though. I feel like that is definitely going to be a bamboo eater for some reason. Like all the better to be able to get at the soft, like softer center of the bamboo with a skull with that shape. Okay, and Sloth, you are up last, my little friend. Look at the ears again! I love those ears! Sloth, you actually have a panda tail. Oh my gosh, I hope you get to keep it. Okay, so Sloth, you do have the dragon jaw. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's this one. And then you do not have the wings. You do have the tail. Oh, I really wanted to keep the tail, and you don't have the paws. There we go. So Sloth, you're actually, look at you. Look at you, I love the snout. What is this? Okay, this was actually fantastic. I was a little dubious when you guys said you wanted to crossbreed a dragon and a panda, but it turns out that it was amazing, and all of the babies ended up inheriting some variant of like the dragon face to some part, like mostly Lexi's angry eyebrows. And I just love the idea of these guys flying around, running around, eating lots of bamboo, and creating all sorts of new legends and rumors and lore about their existence. Ah, good job, you guys. Good suggestion. But alright, so if you guys could, do please leave a like for our dragon pandas and Lexi's angry eyebrows. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!